Man, what a week. Couple weeks. 3 weeks. College finished. And then
Start treating us with some respect.
I ate some pizza earlier and it wasn't that great. I'm not in the best of moods. I don't feel too good. Obviously, you've heard about the Black Lives Matter movement. I have never quite been myself the activist ever in my life. I think I practiced a passive activism by just giving money to organizations that I think are smarter than I am to handle these situations and or causes. And this is the first time I've ever donated my time to a cause like this. I visited a protest in Fontana because it's quite a different experience when you're looking at the photos of protests versus actually being there, being one of the people in there. Even though the crowd was only maybe like 50 to 60 people, it was still a sight to behold for my perspective. Like I said, I've never been to one, and it's very new to me. It's coming off as high and mighty, but like I don't want it to come off as high and mighty. Donate something, your time, your signature, your money, anything and everything is acceptable. I'm gonna have to start practicing what I preach, and I'm gonna have to donate my time to other causes that I have given money to in the past. Say, for example, I have this rain letter right here. That's one for me at least. Other things that have happened this week because I'm just so interesting. I've been watching a lot of nature documentaries. Ants are really scary. Sometimes what they do is that they kill their queen, but they don't just kill the queen like stabby stab. They rip her apart and then they eat her. I also saw another ant, a male ant of a different species, trying to mate with the queen of another colony, but it had wings, and its wings were too big to fit in the whole of the colony, to get into the colony. Do you know what this male ant did? This male ant decided, I really want to get my nut off, so I'm going to rip my wings off. And it blew my mind because I've never worked that hard to get a nut off. And then he just dies, like right after he gets it. He gets some. It's weird how that like, I should say process, that sex cycle only like has applied to some animals, and it's for some reason didn't like translate over to men, because I would have died like last week. I also found this one song. The original song is called That's the Way, parentheses, I Like It. I don't know if you've heard of it, and I'm gonna play it for a little bit for you right here. It takes a little while for it to build up. Just give it time. It'll get there. I like it. Whew. Okay. I don't know how to top that. I don't know if you know this about me, but I'm a skater boy. I've been trying to practice and hone my skills as a skater boy, and I'm going to show you what some of it looks like right now. I know. It's pretty wild, right? That's me. Hard to believe. I know this might be a little bit hard to believe, but I got picked up not too long ago. I'll tell you a little bit how it happened. So I was at a Target, the treasure trove of all the single women in my area. That's actually where all the porn links that tells me that there's hot singles in my area, they actually lead me to the Google Maps page for Target. I go to Target. I'm there to buy skincare products, hand sanitizer, because we're very much still in a pandemic. I get all my stuff, but then I see that the line is a little bit too long at the cashier. So I thought I was going to be smart, and I was going to go to the electronics section because they have cashiers there, and I could possibly purchase my things at said cashier. And I see this one girl that's across from the desk thing, and I ask her, hey, have you been helped yet? And she says, yeah, I have been, but the guy just went to have his lunch break. And I said, okay, well, that's cool. How long ago was that? She says, maybe like 10 minutes. I say, okay, great. And I'm looking around because I'm trying to see if there's anybody else around so I can help me, because I want to get in and out fast. Eventually, I end up having a conversation with this young lady. She's very bold and straight up asked me, are you doing anything later? And she said, are you local? And I said, yes, I am. I'm born and raised in Horsetown, USA all my life, baby. And so she said, do you know any good places nearby? And I said, yeah, I do actually. And then she says, I got an hour to kill after this. I'm like, bet. I get a free lunch out of it. I get a phone number and I get a free lunch out of it. Not a bad way to go out. The moral of the story is do whatever. No, I would say yes to more things. But if someone offers you like cocaine or like free money, you'd probably want to say yes. But if someone were to say like, hey, can I steal your kidney? You probably wouldn't want to say yes. Maybe the moral is that she called me handsome and I blushed maybe and I left it at that. Maybe it doesn't have to be immoral. Maybe it's just me telling the story because I want to build up some kind of facade that I'm like really attractive. My point is that Black Lives Matter, do your part, stay in school, get a degree. Actually, one quick thought because I want to just like cap off really fast. While out on my job, because I was wheelbarrowing plants to different planters areas in a courtyard at an apartment complex. I wonder if people are looking at me and thinking, hey son or daughter or other identifying term, and they're probably thinking, don't end up like him, go to school and study. And then I started to think about all the other times that I may have been looking at other entry-level job people and thinking to myself like, man, that must suck to work at Taco Bell at age 23. But for all I know, they probably have like a master's degree in political science or mathematics. The Chick-fil-A attendee that I got my food from could have been trying to pursue an MBA in finance or the cure for cancer. If you would like to see some wholesome content, live action, I'm going to go ahead and play you this clip. Before that, I'm going to say bye. Have a good day. I'm going to say do your part. I'm going to say stay active. I'm going to say stay hydrated because it's hot as fuck. And I'm going to say stay out of trouble because knowing is half the battle.
I'm getting emotional. I have nothing to say. I know I was talking a lot. Now I'm nervous again.